The history of humankind is riddled with conflict. From small skirmishes to massive wars, the clash of civilizations has shaped the world we live in. These battles, fought with sword and shield, cannon and musket, tank and plane, have left indelible marks on our collective memory. They serve as stark reminders of the human capacity for both great violence and incredible resilience. Some wars, however, stand out from the rest. These epic battles were more than just conflicts, they were turning points in history. They determined the fates of empires, redrew maps, and shaped the destinies of generations to come. These are the stories of those wars. Our journey begins in the cradle of Western civilization, the Mediterranean Sea. Here, for over a century, two powerful civilizations clashed in a fight for supremacy. Rome, the rising republic, and Carthage, the Phoenician trade empire, locked horns in a series of conflicts known as the Punic Wars. The most famous of these encounters was the Second Punic War, where the Carthaginian general Hannibal Barca marched his army, complete with elephants, across the Alps and into the heart of Italy. Hannibal's tactical genius, displayed at battles like Cannae, brought Rome to the brink of defeat. However, Rome proved to be a tenacious foe. Refusing to surrender, they rallied under the leadership of General Scipio Africanus, who eventually defeated Hannibal at the Battle of Zama. The Punic Wars ended with a decisive Roman victory, cementing their dominance over the Mediterranean and shaping the course of Western civilization. Centuries later, the echoes of ancient battles resonated across the battlefields of Europe. The French Revolution and the subsequent rise of Napoleon Bonaparte had plunged the continent into a period of unprecedented upheaval. Napoleon, a brilliant military strategist, led France to a series of stunning victories, conquering vast swathes of territory and crowning himself emperor. His ambition, however, would ultimately prove to be his undoing. In 1815, after escaping exile, Napoleon faced a coalition of European powers determined to crush him once and for all. The stage was set for a climactic showdown near the small Belgian town of Waterloo. The Battle of Waterloo was a brutal and bloody affair. Napoleon's forces fought with their usual ferocity, but they were ultimately overwhelmed by the combined might of the British, Dutch, and Prussian armies. The defeat at Waterloo marked the end of Napoleon's reign and ushered in a new era of peace and stability in Europe. The 20th century witnessed the deadliest conflict in human history, World War II. This global war, sparked by the aggressive expansionism of Nazi Germany and Imperial Japan, engulfed the world in a maelstrom of unprecedented violence. From the beaches of Normandy to the jungles of the Pacific, millions fought and died in a struggle for freedom and democracy. Key battles like the Battle of Stalingrad, the Battle of Midway, and the D-Day landings turned the tide of the war and ultimately led to the defeat of the Axis powers. World War II left an indelible mark on the world. It resulted in an estimated 40 to 85 million casualties, devastated entire countries, and led to the emergence of the United States and the Soviet Union as superpowers. The war also gave birth to the United Nations, an organization founded on the principle of international cooperation and dedicated to preventing future conflicts. These epic battles, separated by time and geography, serve as powerful reminders of the enduring impact of war on human civilization. They remind us of the costs of conflict, the importance of diplomacy, and the need to strive for a more peaceful future.